All right, as the version 9.3 is winding down, we got the final special event in the form of a limited time series featuring one of the older cars that's been in the game for some time, Hennessey Venom GT. All right, so obviously before the current version came out with that new Venom, right? This used to be the king of the hill when it came down to top speed that is available on any car in this game. So, quite a slippery beast. But if you can, handle it, it can go pretty fast. So, anyway, it's an opportunity to win this car if you don't have it already in your garage. It's pricey, but it's an easy way to pick one up if you can afford it. So let's see, the limited time, this is running basically until May 3rd, next Monday. And yeah, that's basically when the next version 9.4 is going to be coming out. So as I said, the final special event, right? It'll conclude right about the same time when the LMP Tour event will conclude as well. So that is like the very last run, because that event's got maybe one more day left, or yeah, I think it's down to final 24 hours possibly at this point to start that 5-day countdown for the event. So to basically get started and finish within the next 5 days, which would line up with this limited time series, of course. So, and what you gain is by completing this limited time series, of course, if you don't own the car, you'll pick up the car, which is worth 950 gold. Pretty pricey beast. So plus 60 gold, but obviously that 60 gold, if you don't own this car, will most likely go towards upgrading to meet the PR requirement. So PR requirement to complete this event, 93.4 is what they have published on their site. And to get there, I believe you need 4 upgrades on engine, drivetrain, and body. And basically you have to max out everything except for the engine, where you just need to get 4 upgrades. So there are 26 upgrades available total, so you will need 24 out of 26 at the cost of some 765 gold and 3,207,400 racing dollars would be the racing dollar cost, if you have to count that. So yeah, let's check in and find out what's up here. Hennessey Venom GT Championship. Earn a 2015 Hennessey Venom GT by 100%, completing this special limited time series. Unstoppable machine that was designed with the pure purpose to obliterate speed records. Indeed. And it did just that until now. All right. And we got some special value pack that they're trying to sell me. No, thank you. All right. So here's the breakdown of 60 gold reward total, broken down into 25% increments, the completion increments. So 6 gold for first 4 tiers, 12 gold upon reaching that tier 8, winning 2 gold trophies there will do it. And then 75% completion will get you additional 18 gold when you reach the tier 12. You just need to score a single gold trophy there. And then, of course, upon 100% completing the entire event, you will win that fancy new car plus the remaining 24 gold. And yeah, there's some 250,000 racing dollar bonus as well. If you have to count that, I have a feeling you probably won't be able to afford it, but you know, that's pretty typical. Most of you guys have access racing dollars to burn anyway. So now this car was originally featured in a special event, like no PR requirement, called Front Runner. And that event, when they don't require PR, you know you can win those cars for less than these limited time series. Depending on your skill, it might be a little bit hard for some of you guys, but if you have been playing for some time and you've gotten kind of the hang of the handling of some of the more slippery cars in the game, you should be able to run through that special event, which I believe is in Events Archive currently. And you should be able to save quite a few hundred golds by winning the car through there. Obviously, you will have less upgrades upon winning the car, but you know, you can get the upgrades later, maybe when they offer you the upgrade discount, right? So here, let me do the cloud save real quick. So when I use gold to complete the event here, I'm not going to be on the hook for being out some 2,000 gold that I'm not going to be spending. So hang on. All right, so let's complete the series right away and see if we can confirm the series itself, the PR requirement, and also check out the series itself. This car's featured in 2 bonus series under Legend section. Breakneck Legends is one, and Hypercar Charge is the other. And also there is upon 100% upgrading, you will get to participate in the exclusive series this car is featured in. And oh, look at that. Apparently, I have this car fully upgraded already. So I guess I'm on the hook to run through this to win this car now. See, I'm telling you, I don't even know what I have upgraded and what I don't. And it looks like there is a full day, 24-hour instant service and R&D on upgrades available on this car. As you can see, maxed out PR is 94.4. Oh, what a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting to see this car fully upgraded on this account. But anywho, so let's confirm the PR requirement though. 93.4 is what's required. So that is accurate. And I believe you reach that by, once again, getting 4 on engine, drivetrain, body, right? So that's maxing out drivetrain and body, and then getting remaining 4 categories: suspensions, exhaust, brakes, tires, and wheels, also maxed out at 3 upgrades. And since they are giving you 1 full day of instant R&D on these upgrades, if you can afford it, that'll be a good way to go about it. And as you can see, when it's maxed out, the PR is 94.4. They must have offered us pretty decent upgrade discount on this car, since mine is fully upgraded on this. Not one of the main playing accounts, but there we are. So yeah, and 1 day instant R&D and service is really nice. All right, so now let's run through the series itself real quick, and we'll do a quick overview. So tier 1, we got Elimination at Nürburgring Grand Prix Night Race, Endurance at Suzuka Grand Prix, and the first tier cup is going to be at the Brickyard, the road course. Just a single lapper, starting out easy, right? And then on to tier 2, we got Autocross at Spa, and Speed Record at Porsche Test Track on-road circuit, the short version. And the cup for tier 2 at Bathurst Track, Mount Panorama. another single lapper with the PR requirement of 92.9. All right, and that takes us to the next tier, tier 3, Speed Snap at Nürburgring Grand Prix. Morning rendering at Nürburgring is pretty dark, so something to keep in mind. And then we got a drag race at Catalunya Grand Prix, and Cup for tier 3 is going to be at Dubai National Circuit. 2 laps, PR 84 is required. By the way, this car's there are 8 upgrades available before you have to spend any gold, and it'll cost you a total of 1,175,400 racing dollars, and that'll bring your PR up to 84.9. So let's find out if tier 4 has PR requirement that's higher than that. But before that, we start with autocross at Silverstone International, followed by head-to-head at Hockenheim Short, which is an interesting track selection for this car of all cars, right? And then the Cup at Spielberg Red Bull Ring Grand Prix, and it's going to be a 2-lap Cup. And look at that, they placed that PR requirement right behind the what do you call it, the racing dollar or gold wall, I guess. So 85.1 PR point higher than what you can get with the racing dollar upgrades alone. So does that seem intentional? I feel like that looks pretty intentional, right? So that it seems there's no free gold in this event, unfortunately. But all right, let's continue on. Tier 5, we got the Speed Snap at 24-hour circuit, a night race. And we got Endurance at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit, another dark one in the morning. And the Cup for tier 5 is going to be at Melbourne. 4 laps, PR 85.8 is required. And continuing on, tier 6, we got Autocross at Laguna Seca, Elimination at Daytona Road Course, and the Cup at Circuit of the Americas National Circuit. 3 laps, PR 86.6 is required. And that takes us to the next tier, tier 7. We got Speed Snap at the Berlin Circuit. And that's one of the tougher, I feel like, speed snaps. It's like second to last corner, the hairpin. And, because it's a hairpin that leads into the speed snap checkpoint. It's it can get a little tricky depending on how difficult you make your bots, right? So if you're struggling, I would say bot train. Or better yet, don't win by a huge margin from the beginning, because then you're only setting yourself up for failure, Anyway, or more frustration. Maybe not just straight up failure, but you know what I mean. All right, we got head-to-head at Dubai International. Most likely a single lapper. Yep. And the Tier 7 Cup is going to be at Hockenheim Grand Prix night race. 2 laps, PR 87.4 is required. Continuing on to the 50% completion tier, Tier 8, we got drag race at Monza Road Course, autocross at Catalunya National, and we got a 24-hour Circuit Cup night race. It's just a single lapper, PR 88.1 is required. So that should be that's always fun to, see what kind of top speed you can reach down the first Mulsanne straight with these kind of cars, because that's really where you get to showcase the strength of this car. Anyway, continuing on, Tier 9, we got Speed Snap at Spa, and there you can check out, I guess, kind of the downhill speed, right? And then we got head-to-head at Mount Panorama, single lapper. And the Cup for Tier 9 is going to be at the dynamic circuit of the Leipzig Porsche test track. 4 laps, PR 88.8 is required. Yeah, some of the track selection for this car, that's making it a bit challenging, I think, with lots of technical curvy tracks. Not as many like long straights in these selections, other than 24-hour circuit, obviously. All right, then Tier 10, we got speed record at Suzuka East. Yeah, even that, Suzuka East, that's a short one. And then we got elimination at Circuit of the Americas Grand Prix. And the cup for Tier 10 is going to be at Silverstone International. That does have some, wide opening. Let's see. International. You kind of cut into the hangar straight, don't you? I think. Yeah, I think International cuts across to hangar straight and you bypass the Wellington. Right. Yes. So that's that. And then 4 laps here. PR 89.5 required. Tier 11, we got endurance at Catalunya Club. See what I mean? That's a very tiny circuit. And then Hunter at Dubai National. Also not a very long circuit. Very curvy and technical. And then we get a cup at Spa. All right, just 2 laps, which is fine by me during this limited time series. PR 90.3 is required. And then on to the 75% completion tier. Tier 12, we got Speed Snap at Melbourne. Elimination at Hockenheim Grand Prix. Another night race. I think so far all the races at Hockenheim's been night race, hasn't it? And then the cup is going to be at Bugatti Circuit. 4 laps, PR 91 required. Continuing on, Tier 13, we got Autocross at Nürburgring Sprint Circuit. Another drag race, this one at the Brickyard. And then the cup at Laguna Seca. 5 laps, PR 91.7 is required. And takes us to the penultimate stage, Tier 14, head-to-head at Suzuka West this time. All right, covering all Suzuka, huh? And then Hunter at Hockenheim National. And the cup, Red Bull Ring National, 8 laps. Whew, that's dizzying 8 laps, huh? I suppose there are shorter circuits that can really make your head spin, right? 92.5 is the PR requirement, and that takes us to the final tier, Tier 15. We got speed record at Berlin Circuit. All right. Endurance at the Brickyard Road Course, and the final cup, fittingly, at Daytona Road Course. It's going to be a 4-lapper with the PR requirement as confirmed earlier, 93.4. So there we go. Some interesting track selections available here. And of course, once you win this car, you got, as I said, the exclusive series available, where there are some 100 gold to be won total, 400% completing that. But obviously, price of entry is pretty steep, as if you don't own this car already, I mean, you are paying pretty decent amount already into upgrading to meet the PR requirements, so you're that much closer. But you still have to spend a couple of hundred more gold. 995 gold is total it costs to fully upgrade this car. So getting 100 gold back seems not very much in your favor. However, there are some other bonus series this car's featured in, such as Hypercar Charge that you see here. This one requires PR 95, and unfortunately Venom GT is not one of the top dogs in this group, as when you got Koenigsegg 121, it's difficult to compete against that one, because that one not only has super high top speed, not as high as this one, given, but like that one has significantly better handling. So when you're actually taking it out on tracks and racing, yeah, you know how that's gonna go down. But anyway, With the PR 94 or 93.4, you should be able to complete 75% completion here, which means there's some like 47 gold you can win by doing the 75% completion here, I think. And there is another series this car is featured in, Breakneck 2, Breakneck Legends, that features whopping 5 cars. Love that series. That's a fun series. It's got the 918 Visec package Spider from Porsche, one of my favorites in the game, along with Vulcan. That's a great car too. And then we got a Pagani and Koenigsegg Agera R in there as well, along with, of course, Hennessey Venom GT. And in this group of cars, yes, the Venom GT is the top dog. And if you have your PR all the way up to 93.4 to win this car through this limited time series, you can actually 100% complete this series, assuming that you own all the other cars. Then, yeah, that's another some 71 gold. So if you don't own any, let's say you are missing a car or two in this group, then you should be able to still get 75% completion, which means there's still some 40 some gold that you probably will be able to snatch from 75% completing this bonus series. So that is what you can win potentially by completing this limited time series and scoring this wonderfully fast, wonderfully slippery Hennessey Venom GT. So hopefully you guys found the information in this video useful, and we'll catch you guys in the next video. All right, take care.